Hello everyone, welcome to H&S Automotive and thank you for taking an interest in this 2012 Ford Focus. So in this video we'll do a quick walkthrough of this vehicle. I'll point out any imperfections the vehicle has and then we'll also go over some of the major features and functions of this vehicle. Now before we get started, we would like to point out that we purchased this vehicle from an insurance company. This vehicle had some very minimal damage. All we really had to do for this vehicle was replace the windshield. So this is a brand new windshield that was replaced. So I'm not sure what what caused the windshield to break, but that's all we really had to do to it. Now this vehicle does have a clear Wisconsin title. There were no airbags deployed or anything like that. There was no damage to the front end or the side or anything. It was just a windshield. Now we believe the reason the insurance company took possession of it is that there's a small dent on the roof. I'm gonna try to see if camera will actually pick it up. Small dent right over here, can barely see it, but I guess that's why they totaled that vehicle out. Once again, clear title, not salvage or rebuilt or anything like that. Now that we got that out of the way, we'll get started with our video walkthrough. At first I'll just kind of walk around the vehicle, give you guys a general overview, and then after that we'll dive in a little bit deeper. Here we are coming around towards the driver's side of the vehicle. And here we are at the rear. And here we are on the passenger side of this vehicle. It's got a beautiful red maroon color. All right, so we'll get started with our walkthrough, taking a closer look at these body panels, starting with the bumper cover. Now the bumper cover does have a few cracks. For example, right over here, there's a crack, and then right here, there's a crack as well. We will be repairing this. We've got a special tool, which got metal staples, and that'll just kind of put everything back into its place, and it'll prevent these cracks from spreading any further. But that's the only thing that's wrong with the front bumper cover. There's no rock chips or anything like that, no paint fading, in great condition. Taking a look at the grille. Once again, near perfect condition on the grille, and then same goes for the headlights as well. Nice and reflective, no issues there. And now taking a look at the hood. Once again, great condition, don't see any dents or scratches. These are just normal scrape marks that can just be buffed out, but nothing major. Coming around towards the driver's side front fender. Once again, great condition, not a whole lot to point out here. Taking a look at the tires. Tires on this vehicle are in great condition as well. Plenty of tread left for many more miles. The brakes on this vehicle also are in great condition as well. Rims do have some brake dust on them, but that's just from all the years of use and Wisconsin winters. So they kind of, Ford rims kind of start to corrode over time, but not a safety issue or anything like that. Taking a look at the driver's door. There is a little bit of a dent right over here. I guess they just kind of opened the door into something. Just dents, not there's no paint that's been chipped off or anything like that. Taking a look at the mirrors. Great condition. Now, this vehicle does have the optional code to get into the vehicle. And taking a look at the rear driver's door, no imperfections that I can see whatsoever. And then taking a closer look at the rocker panels, absolutely no rust at all. Now Ford Fusions and Ford Focuses of this era tend to have rust over here, but this one has been very well kept, so absolutely no rust. Now taking a look at the rear quarter panel. Once again, nice and clean. Nothing to point out. Now coming around towards the rear, taking a look at the rear bumper cover. Don't see a whole lot. Don't see any scrape marks or anything like that. I guess there is a little bit of a imperfection right over here, but that's very minor. And now taking a look at the trunk lid. Once again, no dents. There are small scratches. Now this is very common on sedans. So what typically happens is people put their belongings on the hood before they, or I'm sorry, on the trunk lid before they open it, and that kind of leads to some micro scratches, but nothing that can't be buffed out. As you guys can see, this vehicle is the SEL trim level. So basically what that means, it's pretty much loaded. It's got leather seats, leather interior, a lot of bells and whistles. Coming around towards the passenger side and taking a look at the passenger side rear quarter panel. Once again, in beautiful condition. And tires, once again, great condition, plenty of tread left. Now moving on to the passenger side rear door. Taking a look, yes, there's some, that's just some residue right over here. But moving on to the front passenger side door. Once again, great condition. No imperfections that I can see. Taking a look at the mirrors. And moving on to the passenger side front quarter panel. I guess there's a little bit of a minor, well, actually I just kind of wiped it off. Not even a scratch. So that's all good there. One thing we'd like to point out, this vehicle does have brand new shocks right over there in the front. So that's been completed. Somebody obviously took very well care of this, very good care of this vehicle. Unfortunately, they had a little bit of a mishap that caused the windshield to break. All right, now from here, we'll take a closer look at the interior. Starting with the driver's door. As you guys can see, this vehicle does have power windows as well as power door locks and then power mirrors as well. And then taking a look at the interior. So the front two seats are heated leather. So it's got heaters on the driver's and the passenger side. All right, so from here, we'll climb inside and take a look at the interior. I'll go ahead and start it up for you guys. All right. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we are behind the steering wheel of this vehicle. So taking a look at the instrument cluster, I'll just kind of zoom in here. This vehicle has 133,000 miles on the odometer. Engine runs nice and smooth. There's no odd noises or vibrations. No warning lights. Now we do have a tire pressure monitoring system light on. The sensors, one of the sensors is probably just out of battery and needs to be replaced, but that's the only warning light that's on in this vehicle. There's no check engine light, transmission light, or anything like that. All right, so moving on, starting with the steering wheel, we do have some steering wheel mounted controls. On the right side of the steering wheel, we have some audio controls for the vehicle to adjust the volume, flip through tracks, media, and then to answer or disconnect your phone can just be done right through the steering wheel right over here. On the left side, we've got the cruise controls for the vehicle. So to turn it on or off is just right over here. Accelerate, decelerate can just be done without taking your hands off the wheel. And then these buttons are just kind of to flip through the menu screen right there. All right, and then behind the steering wheel, we have our typical turn signal stalks, which doubles as the wiper operation. And then behind that, we've got the switch for the headlights as well. So it does have the auto function. And then to pop the trunk or to dim the instrument cluster lights can just be done from this button right over here. All right, now just getting an overview of the dashboard. We do have a little bit of a storage compartment right over here to put your wallet, phones, whatever the case may be. And then beneath that, we've got the vents. Now this vent has seen better days. It is a little broken, but functions just fine. In the middle, we've got our hazards right here, and then beneath that we've got the audio controls for the vehicle. Now this vehicle is equipped with AM, FM, as well as CD, aux connectivity, Sirius, and then we also have the upgraded sync system on this vehicle. So it does have Bluetooth connectivity, so it just pairs with your phone, and then you can just control your phone through the vehicle. And then beneath that, we've got the climate controls for the vehicle. So this vehicle does have dual climate zones. So basically the driver can set one temperature, and then the passenger can set a different climate temperature, and everyone's happy. And then in the middle, we've got the vent controls and the defrost, and then the fan speeds right over here. Beneath that, we've got some AC buttons, and then these are the buttons for the heated seats. So for the driver and the passenger, right over here. And then beneath that, we've got a little storage compartment, and then we also have a charger port right over here. All right, as you guys can see, this vehicle is an automatic right there, pretty self-explanatory. And then we do have the e-brake right over here, and then right by we've got the cup holders. Now, as you can see, it's nice and illuminated. It does, so with this button you can actually flip through the lights. So this vehicle does have ambient lighting throughout, and then it just kind of changes colors as you flip through the buttons. All right, and then taking a look at the passenger seat, nice and clean, no rips or tears. All right, and then up here we got the sunroof for the vehicle. All right, and then we are going to be replacing this mirror. So I mean, like I said earlier, we did replace the windshield. Unfortunately, the mirror was damaged that was over here, so that will be replaced before the vehicle is sold. So the mirror's on order. It'll be installed as soon as it comes in. So from here, we'll check out the rear seating area. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, this vehicle does have the upgraded Sony sound system. Sounds very nice. All right, got the rear door right over here, and then the rear seating area. So this is our view from the back. As you can see, plenty of room back here. It is a mid-size sedan, so legroom is not an issue. The seats in the back are super comfortable. There's no rips or tears or anything like that. Don't think anybody's even sat back here. We've got cup holders, which doubles as an armrest right over here, and that just kind of flips right into the back. And then in the back over here, we've got the subwoofers as well as additional speakers. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, the vehicle is currently running, but from here we'll take a closer look at the engine compartment. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we're on the engine compartment for this vehicle. So from here, I'll just kind of be quiet for a second, let you guys take a listen. Engine runs nice and smooth, no odd noises or vibrations. And then right over here, you guys can see that the struts have been replaced. So nice new bolts. All right, so from here, we'll take a look at the undercarriage. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we've got the vehicle on the lift over here. So from here, we'll just kind of take a look at the undercarriage. I'll start from the front and work my way towards the back. All right, so right over here, we've got the engine. And then right over there, we've got the transmission. As you can see, the engine is nice and dry. We do have some covers on the bottom, but there's no oil leaks or anything like that. Taking a look at the front passenger side suspension. As you can see, nice and dry. CV boots are nice and intact. So if these were ripped or anything, you would see grease all over the place. But as you can see, nice and clean. We'll take a look at the driver's side as well. Once again, same story, nice and clean, no grease or anything like that. And then just kind of moving our way towards the back. I'll just kind of move this apparatus out of the way. So right down the middle, we've got our exhaust for the vehicle. And then right over here, we've got the support beams for the frame. As you can see, no rust or anything like that. And then also rocker panels right over here, nice and solid, no rust issues or anything. And then we'll also take a look at the driver's side as well. So this is the driver's side rocker panel. Once again, nice and clean. There's hardly even surface rust on this vehicle. And then right over here, we've got the brake lines as well as the fuel lines running to the back. Still got the factory coating on them, nice and clean, no corrosion issues. And then, so here we are looking back towards the front of the vehicle. Got the subframe right over here. Still got the factory paint on it. All right, and then we'll face towards the back again and start walking over. All right, so from here, we'll check out the rear suspension. All right, so here we are on the passenger side, rear. Suspension is nice and solid, no issues. Shocks are nice and dry, they're not leaking. Everything's properly mounted and secured. And then same goes for the driver's side as well. Got the springs right over here. And then the shocks are right over here. Apologize, it's a little dark, but there's no leaks or anything like that. Alrighty. And then got our exhaust coming right towards the back. All right. Alrighty guys, so this was our video walkthrough for the 2012 Ford Fusion. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to ask and we'll be happy to get those answered for you. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.